So there's been a lot happening in the past 15 hours. We're seeing a lot of increases, a lot of decreases, but what you're missing is something behind the scenes. So be sure to subscribe for more content. I'll keep you updated on exclusive news. I found some interesting stuff. Apparently, someone is saying that the team has been doxxed, which is fake news. We obviously have official statements from the CEO of the team or from members of the team themselves, and we really have to look into this. Now, the price is looking pretty stable at the moment. It's looking pretty good. I don't think it will neither go up, neither down. I don't want to give any financial advice to you guys out there. This is not financial advice, and do your own research. But so far, Shiba Inu is looking pretty sweet. It hasn't crashed, as you know, some people have predicted, like, you know, the fudders have said that this coin will crash to the bottom. It has not happened yet. Will happen probably not unless Bitcoin crashes. So we're looking for a pretty green area. We got to look at the reported stuff now, which is, you know, one sec. Last thing I want to say, and this is, you know, from the, I would say the founder, the CEO. I love you guys. The entire team is working very hard on this, especially some new devs we brought in. I personally know this is like awesome news. Like, the team is expanding slowly. At least they're getting some extra helping hands. Know this, we're working on the swap for all of us, all as a team. We're a team as a whole, and every single one of you, and for future generations worldwide. So they're going this for long term. This is not a meme coin. This is gonna be here for the long run. This isn't a gimmick or a scam. It's just the software process in a blockchain. You will continue to see other hacks because, as I have learned, a lot of places just pushed out whatever. So what he's basically saying, this isn't a gimmick or a scam. The coin is not a scam, he's saying. It's just the software process in the blockchain. You will continue to see other hacks because, as I have learned, a lot of places just pushed out whatever. So I thank you for your support. It will be worth it. And he's not saying that it has been hacked or anything. A lot of people talked Shiba Inu has actually been hacked, and, you know, the coins are going to be getting dumped. No, that's not happening. Just the software process in the blockchain, it's getting updated. Continue to see other hacks and updates. So it's basically hacks to the blockchains, but it's actually an improvement, you know, going for the whole blockchain by itself that they have to do so they can actually improve the swap, and they have been working day and night on this one. Final question, can you see the clips from where you will be? I'll be watching it. Okay, Cat, unleash the army. So basically saying, you know, he's gonna be watching the clips. He's not, you know, a lot of people correlated this with the swap of what's gonna be happening so far. The clips looking pretty nice right now. He'll be watching it, which is pretty awesome. Shiba Inu God, and it was just a simple update, no real info per se, but nice to hear something nonetheless. And we finally have more information. The Eclipse thing, he just liked the Eclipse and was wondering if we would see it from where we live. So he definitely gave us some small sort of info that they're still working on it, that they have a lot more planned. And, you know, multiple members of the team actually have said more. This keeps getting asked, so I'll go over it again. Swap is delayed due to security audits, which take time. And of course, if you've ever been in the crypto scene or if you're a new investor, security audits are a real hassle to work with, especially on the swap. It's been further delayed by additional audits that were added on, a string of attacks of other exchanges, prompting devs to add additional audits to make sure Shiba Swap didn't have the same vulnerabilities. So what obviously had it, a lot of exchanges started getting attacked with a string of attacks, and what they want to do is actually make this pretty much safe, you know, making Shiba Swap what we all want to see, you know, not getting your Shiba wallet hacked, or, you know, when staking the tokens, not getting it exposed. So they're getting multiple teams actually to look at security of the swap itself. So if the security is well, if the security is good, then it has a green light. But they don't want just, you know, one security research. They want multiple teams actually looking into this, because of course they have to have this security on point. So what happens if they have, you know, one small mistake? You know, all of the coins can be lost on the exchange, your coins especially, their coins as well, and their credibility. So they rather delay the project, and a lot of people have been calling this a scam. For yourself, the Shiba Swap is a real and not a scam by looking at Certic website, and Certic website is one of the most known audits there is, or like one of the most security reviews. They're the best ones. That's one of the security teams performing security assessments on the swap. Devs can't say much about what stage of testing they're in or what they're specifically testing for, because that would give too much information out to potential attackers. Of course, does make sense. While they're improving something, someone could say, hey, I'm a dev, can you send me this? And maybe pretend to be a Discord employee, and then the whole thing gets leaked. Maybe even the coins get duplicated or something like that. So obviously they're keeping it safe right now. They're just saying it's still going really well, we're working on it daily, while the swap is still testing and might have still unaddressed vulnerabilities. Once audio audits are completed and the swap is clear for takeoff, they can share a lot more info, since they'll know that major vulnerabilities will have already been addressed at this point. So it's not intentional lack of transparency to keep the community in the dark. It's temporary radio silence to prevent. Shaitoshi says we're closer ever, so hopefully it isn't too much longer. And people have been saying that this is actually a bad thing, this is a scam. I think we should take the extra time we have to actually improve the project, to make it very, very security-wise good. And so everyone just hold tight. Shaitoshi says we're closer than ever, so hopefully it isn't much longer. And yeah, people are being promised a SHIBA swap. Of course, I'd rather wait. A lot of new investors who are looking for short-term want to actually know when the swap comes out, because then it's potentially, again, not financial advice, do your own research, but then SHIBA swap is when we should see a massive increase in price, or at least a small spike is what we should be expecting with SHIBA swap being out, and it's not even far. And with the Certic website, with so many audits being out there, I definitely do believe that it will be completely safe, which is awesome. And it's a not intentional lack of transparency, so they apologize to Keto community. It's temporary radio silence to prevent potential threat actors from having too much info, and of course they haven't tweeted anything like that, just to keep it safe right now. So we're gonna be having more info soon. And there's also been a FUD article that we have to look into. The doxing of this article is absolutely false. The people trying to dox are the people that were on the first team and started building something and have been off since February. So all of the dox talk is not true in the slightest. Nobody in the team has any relation with that whatsoever. So I don't think I saw the FUD article, but about all the metadata stuff. Before to deploy site, we worked with mockups. The images on the site were mockups of the current site. 50 people entered on platform, used it, and posted screenshot and GIFs. So it's foolish repeating again and again, saying the site does not exist, because it does actually exist. They did show what the version looks like. A lot of people are saying the site doesn't exist. It's a rug pull. It can't be a rug pull. They don't have any coins to rug pull it. All these who were in time and asked for access got access to the site, basically. So they're getting early versions. They're all actually showing that it's real. All the stuff related to the Spanish guy is about from one of my devs. He's the designer. He's the one who posted the images. He's the one who uploaded all content on both sides. He's sane and made it as CSI. I don't know what this one is about. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on. So Nice Page is a website builder. We needed to create a website in 2 days to change the host. We had no money and time, so the site was built with this platform. What is the story about the purple chair? This is ridiculous. Obviously, I did not see anything, but we're seeing a lot more that I want to look into. They actually do address the FUD. So we're on the same community that reached 37 at its highest on its SHIB and touched 10K on leash. The only difference is the market situation and the FUD of those who don't want to let us grow. And I read some articles sent to me and have comment. People cannot accept the fact that there is no mysterious hidden hand. The reality is the SHIBA community is exactly what we want to say it is. An immaculate conception of decentralization. So of course they want to make, SHIBA INU the first decentralized community coin. This is no conspiracy, no hidden hand. Nobody's working from behind the background, no overarching plan. There was me, there were those who showed up and started doing things, and of course, the team is a bunch of community members who are together, who are friends. I don't manage them or even, work or talk to them most part. SHIBA belongs to all our friends, and of course, they're working together. To add one more point, our developers have been working nonstop for 3 months, and this is an understatement. They sacrifice their health, sleep, and quality with their family and friends for you. And that's really important to all the fudders out there. They're working this for out of their pocket. They're working this for free, and people are being mad when it's delayed for 2 weeks so they can work on this. Like, my man, for all of us, let's not forget to mention that everything you see happening was paid out of their pocket. They paid of it, they made it. Audits, contract, anything for further project was paid by them for you. This is going to be a community coin, right? So people refuse to accept that we say who we are. They refuse to accept that there is no guiding hand or overarching power. But that is the truth. These are facts, and we're lucky to the team that gave us the time of day to answer. So, of course, there's a lot going on. I mean, there has been a FUD article about ex-employees, I think. I don't want to get too much into it because obviously we have a lot of info, but they gave their own statement that this project is for you. Like you, the community, you, the person watching this, obviously watching the video, is who deserves a chance to actually have a coin who you know that can't be rug pulled, you know that can't be dumped in a second, that can be, you know, if you leave it, if you enter it, you know that the next day not everything will be gone. Just like, for example, stocks are around all the time. Now we're having, you know, one for crypto, which is something that really makes me respect the team, especially because they are volunteers. So there's a lot more going on over here. You can always pause the video, go back and read it, but I want to go on to other things that we saw. There's so much going on, and there has been some false leaks, you know, this being the CEO. So the Vitalik, co-founder of Ethereum, you can see the SHIB doc if you have any kind of personal relationship. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum ends up doing something big with SHIB. Kai posted this on Twitter, and people have been saying this is like the CEO, and the guy on white is like the Ryoshi, creator of SHIB, but it's not Ryoshi. I don't think it's Ryoshi. If we scroll down here, we can actually see I mean, someone is having a crazy idea. What if creator of SHIB is VB himself and he did an experiment? That's not true. People are having wild expectations. This is Thomas Greco, previous an advisor for Omi Sego. I highly doubt he's one of the creators, so don't believe the things you see. Definitely, like, the teams here, super awesome. Like, all of these people are super talented, but definitely don't believe everything. We do not care who Ryoshi is. Do not dox him. If we know who Ryoshi is, just, I mean, it doesn't even matter in the end. What matters is the project and what we can do for the community by itself. So we're probably, maybe we're getting, you know, some Ethereum SHIB collabs in the future, but that we shall see. So Coinbase and Robinhood need to list SHIBA ASAP, and that's definitely true. They need to do it to bring the price up. Of course, I think, and this is my own speculation, the price might increase if this happens, especially because if this happens, if it gets listed, we're seeing something else. Kindly request of Robinhood to list Shiba Inu coin, and we're seeing here 60,000 signed, 75,000 signed, and let's get it to 75k. Maybe we can get it to 100k, and that is really, really awesome. 60,000 people have actually signed this to request of Robinhood to Shiba Inu coin. So if this happens, this is big. If Robinhood gets listed on Shiba Inu, like, there's a lot of demand for this right now, so we should be seeing more of that in the future. Shiba is looking good right now, especially with the Robinhood update. This is like really, really awesome. Also, SHIB has been, you know, the third pick for an altcoin. So Shiba Inu was created in a way to provide its investors with great investment potential from its inception. The Shiba Inu created an ERC20 token that was priced low enough that could anyone own millions of tokens while they were still relatively undervalued. And Shiba was to hand over half of the pool to Vitalik, and as it turned out, Vitalik has now given away his entire portfolio of Shiba Inu to COVID-19 relief fund. And for meme coins is huge at the moment. Investors are constantly looking for the next big thing, and Shiba Inu has decent growth potential despite the losses suffered by Butering's huge coin dump. For that reason, and because it's closely tied to the fortunes of Dogecoin, we'll say Shiba Inu still has a lot of potential left for the rest of 2021. And there are hundreds of promising coins, but you always have to do your own research. And we also saw this: Shiba Inu outperforms Doge. Other related, there's so many other Doge themed coins see resurgence as crypto market recovers. Shiba has gained ground over Doge as cryptocurrencies recover from a dramatic crash over the last few days. Other dog themed coins were also in the green as press time last Monday, and SHIB traded 17%, and so-called Dogecoin killer is up 12% against Bitcoin, and we're seeing, you know, Doge is only 10% up. So definitely it did outgrow it. With what we can see it did get a bit larger, but at the end of the day, Bitcoin is still dominating. But Leash and Dogecoin were looking pretty nice. A lot of things are happening so far. This is the article that I read in my last video: Shiba Inu outperforms Dogecoin. Now we know the full story. Yes, it has outperformed, but we're going to be seeing a lot more in the future from this. Now, SHIB price to double after Shiba Inu endures two-way lock consolidation. We're obviously going to be saving this for the next video, but SHIB price continues to form a descending parallel channel on the 4-hour chart. SHIB INU is making a significant move outwards as it finished rebounding off the lower trend line. So it's basically saying, the article, to make it very short for you because you deserve short videos, that this is actually, SHIBA INU is going to be up in the future as far as I understood it. While the cryptocurrency market recovers from the recent crash, the meme coin could reverse a period of underperformance. So it could go potentially back up because now it's down. And for any investors out there, this is not financial advice. Do your own research and only invest what you're willing to lose. But investors must wait for confirmation before the bullish thesis can be validated. So we could be seeing another increase, but I think the article, and it largely depends on what happens with Bitcoin. So SHIBA INU has overcome mark indecision, working in favor of bulls after gaining over 55% yesterday, which is really, really awesome news for all SHIBA holders out there. Definitely be sure to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll keep you updated with what's happening with the coin. See ya.